Hello everybody, it is I, your favorite VTuber Android Arrowhead, and I'm back doing some more art stuff. Because I need to practice at some point, and actually start developing my skills as an artist. I don't really know what I'm going to draw, but I'm going to draw some stuff. So let's just, for warm-up today, I don't know, a cat. Why not? Got the little fluffy cheeks really quick. And you got some, tufty ears. Maybe I made that a little too dark, but maybe cats have just dark ear fluff. Let's see there, and then got a curvy little head. I may have put the ears a little too forward up, but we'll see where that goes. Hmm. And for the nose, cats have a weird triangle nose, right? So far this is looking a little more like a bat. But ignore it. Ignore the bat cat. Now draw Thad Castle changing his oil. Well, if you insist. Hey Firewall, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so he's a big, muscly man. So yeah, here he is. And there's his arm with a muscle. And there's a large sensor bar because we can't show that. And the other arm is idle because he's explaining to the audience how to do the oil change. This looks a little weirder than you think. But trust me, it's not that bad. Now, why is his schlong so high up on him? Good question. Not what I'm willing to answer right now. Anyway. There. Bigger sensor. You know what? You're right. This is Alan Richardson we're talking about. Give him some abs. Some pecs. I drew man nipples on him. That's the thing. He has no neck, unfortunately. I will give him some feet. And now we forget that this ever existed, because I'm going to put it on a different layer. Alright. And yeah, cut. Alright. Now let's see. Just looking at that rod, coach. Oh man, I still need to rewatch a lot of Blue Mountain State. That was such a good show. There were a lot of really classic sort of bits in it that you just don't find in a lot of TV nowadays. It was a very raunchy show. Alright. Oh, that was too long. You ever see that thing with cats where they have freckles around where their whiskers are? Almost like spots where whiskers should be but aren't. Is ice rod therapy an actual thing, or paramedics sticking icicles up people's asses? See, that's the thing. I've heard of that. I don't know how true that actually is. I may have given the cat a slight, Giga Chad chin. Huh. Goes to show I'm not ready for animals yet. Hmm. Nope. Too weird. Has to look forward. And they have to look mostly the same. That's kind of a cat. That's the thing. Ice rot therapy, I've heard of that. I don't think it's a real thing. But I'd rather not find out. Especially not, like, the hard way. I'd put the ears a little close together. And they've got, like, a little cat neck. Screw it, I'm drawing something else now. Alright. Let's see. What do I want to practice drawing? There are many things out there in the world that I could draw. Huh. You know what, I'm gonna dick around with some of my brushes just to see what I can get, and then I'll get something from that. I have many brushes that were free for Photoshop, and I have no idea what most of them do. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh. Ooh. I could make one of those. You ever see those things where it's like there will be a cutscene for a game that's done entirely in like ink like this? Oh. Here's a little challenge for you. Soon we just get to the point where people are just sick of college parodies no matter what the actual quality. I guess that's true, yeah. Hit me with the challenge. Oh, this would be good for drawing flowers. Hold on. Let's get some red in here. And get some lighter red to add some shading. Oh, but it's on multiply, hold on. Darker stuff in there as well. In a more of a different shade to bring out the different colors of it. And then nah, never mind, that looks kind of terrible. Alright. Let's see, the challenge. Expedition Aeroting and try to recreate the design. Alright, sure. Expedition Aeroting. Tingwe. Aerotingwe. Oh, arrow tongue, okay. That makes sense. What the hell is this thing? Alright. Okay, that makes sense. Start with the body. I don't think I'll be as good at this as you are in general, Firewall. I've seen a lot of the monsters you've drawn for Gardic Phone, and they are very well done monsters, in my opinion. Let's see. Do... Alright. Go with that. Now, a little this thing, and then... This might go a little lower. I've never really heard of the Expedition series. I might have to check this out. Expedition is written by Rain Barlow, is a field guide about exploring a fictional alien ecosystem. Oh, okay. Sounds pretty cool. I can get behind that. Uh, Looks like this part is a little skinnier than the main tail, but also doesn't curve that much. So let's try that. The head. Start off with a ball. And then... Okay... I'll have to check it out. It seems pretty cool. I recommend reading the book if you can get your hands on it. Plus the art is awesome. It looks really cool right now. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Let's see. That means I also have to raise this hump a little higher. All right. So there's that part of it, and then let's go with the legs next. Looks like it has very large, kind of muscular legs to it. Maybe that might be too large. No, that looks about right. All right. Uh, Wait, this... Can't tell if this is the forward leg or the backward leg. Either way, the other one is also parallel to the ground with the foot, but its ankle's extended, so it looks like it's clearly taking a step back. Muscle probably goes to around the same place. Let's see. Everything is basically the T-Rex of the ecosystem. I bet, this thing looks horrifying. It's definitely built like a predator would be, at least I expect. Let's see. Let's get it up on a bigger screen. There we go. So it has a second tail coming out of its ass. Interesting. It's got like a second toe or something in the middle of it. Like, these are basically just 3 giant toes. And, let's see. It is bipedal, that is true. It seems like they kind of walk like a... kind of like their body, like, perpendicular to the ground, or parallel? Parallel to the ground. It's got these little, like, oval things, like, openness around the jaw. Or at least where the jaw would be on, like, a earth animal. Got all these little, like, scritches and scratches on the red part of the beak. Also has a bunch of little spines running along the back of the body. They're not shaped like this, they're more like rectangular. See, I probably should just put like a reference up on the screen just so it's like... just so I know what I'm going off of here. Alright. Reference. Actually, I'm not entirely sure if I should show art that's... I don't know the source of, so yeah, I'll keep that off. Never mind. Anyway, let's see. I was thinking for arrow. I don't think my arrow's that great. Oh yeah, no, I think you do a great job with creatures. Alright, so let's see. They seem to be a little sporadic, little spines coming out of the back. They're almost all like rectangular shaped in a way, but they're all like kind of in odd directions. And of varying sizes in a way. No, that one looks weird. This should be a neat challenge for you. I know this sort of body type sketching for fun. It is not the kind of thing I practice normally, mainly just because at this point I'm trying to go through a thing where I just do the fundamentals of art kind of all over again, because I feel like I've been kind of lacking on that for the most part recently, so I'm trying to like go through and learn stuff from the basics to, I guess, revitalize my skills and whatnot. I was probably going to get the monsters eventually, but this is always a good thing to practice every now and then. Then the spines do go along around to the base of the tail, but then stop. Probably shouldn't be such a harsh divide between the spines and the rest of the body, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Probably also erase the thing with the wing, or spike, or whatever this thing is. I can't really quite tell what sort of appendage this is, but I guess it might be like a blade that it uses to hunt things. Or like a claw or something. I'm gonna practice the basics. The thing you could do is draw 8 circles and use those to draw your head from different angles. Yeah, I still struggle with that a lot. I'm working my way up to it, but the main thing I'm focusing on right now with regards to my individual training is trying to be able to just draw different head shapes that look distinct and not like the same character. Because while I have practiced drawing the arrowhead model quite a bit, or well, me, I guess, a bit, there's still the fact that I have not practiced drawing other things that much. So I think I need to work on that a bit to, I guess, diversify my portfolio, as a stockbroker might say. Granted, this isn't stocks, but, you know, similar concept, I guess. You're building up stuff. Hmm. So there's that. Hmm. How does this shoulder thing connect? I think it is connected along a larger sort of thing, so... If I use the curvature of these lines properly, I can make it look like it's a little rounder, even without necessarily drawing stuff on it. So based on what I'm looking at, it kind of stops being all wire, like, liney, right around, like, here-ish, and it starts transitioning into more, like, sheen, like metal or something. Hmm. Those backwards pointing spikes are arms. They don't serve much purpose other than territorial disputes and displaying the opposite sex. That makes sense. Yeah, I guess, you know, your comparison to a T-Rex would also apply, because they had just had, you know, tiny little non-functioning arms anyway, as well. Or really just, maybe not non-functioning, but like, you know, they weren't really for a thing. Hmm. Let's see. Sure if I'm doing the lines quite right, but... Hmm. Let's go ahead and... see, I don't think the head has many of these lines on it. Hmm. But the rest of the body does. Hmm. I know I shouldn't be just drawing blindly without connecting the lines, but I'll save that for later. Hmm. They hunt using their tongues. Oh yeah, I bet, because it's an arrow tongue. Maybe I should try hunting with my tongue. Then I could be the arrow tongue. But I'm already arrowhead. They seem to have these like little spots on them in various places. I'm guessing it's like a warning sign or like a thing of mating. Hmm. Maybe this is supposed to go up a little further with regards to the head. As an apex predator of the system, this does look like a very threatening creature. Like, I wouldn't want to fight this thing. T-Rex arms are functional and quite strong for their size. They're theorized to be small so the other T-Rexes won't bite them off in territorial disputes. Huh. Actually, didn't really know that. Interesting. When you get down to it, I guess, I don't know, they look so small that it's like, you wonder really what they were mainly for, if not, like, well, it's like, you know I forget what its name is, it's like a Xylosaurus or something like that. Not Ankylosaurus, the Xylosaurus. It was kind of like a Carnotaur, but its leg bones were fused. And it had, like, really, really tiny, like, small arms. And at some point you gotta wonder with some of the theropods, like, what ancestor of theirs was, like, mutated to the point where it just had really tiny arms, but the rest of it worked just fine? Yeah, I wonder how that evolution sort of worked out. I mean, I guess at this point we probably do have a lot of the evolutionary knowledge of what happened to the dinosaurs to make them that way. I just thought that was kind of an interesting concept. Okay, so the lines also go around to where the tail is. And the leg. Hmm. Got little toes. I think. Hmm. Might be making the gaps between the lines too big. Hmm. Notice this guy doesn't have eyes. A feature present in most animals on this planet, sonar is their main sense. Nature has a habit in atrophying organs that no longer serve a use in the animal. I guess that's true, yeah. I guess if they weren't really using the arms in former ancestors of theirs, they wouldn't really need them, for the most part. Wouldn't it be funny if they could get, like, appendicitis but for their arms, or something like that? Because humans get appendicitis because their appendix is, like, horrible or whatever. And that's a vestigial organ. So you gotta wonder, did they get, like, armicitis? Huh. The book states how Aerotongues aren't the top predators of the planet. It's between the skewers, jet-propulsed aerial predators, and Eosapiens, basically alien cavemen. Oh yeah, I guess anything that's vaguely human would probably... Yeah, I get that. Out of curiosity, do you ever play, Monster Hunter Firewall? Because apparently across all the monsters in the series, they have, like, a taxonomical book showing, like, the evolutionary paths for every monster in the series. And I find that kind of cool, you know? It's got, like, it's got... Like, it shows you what creatures evolved from what other things and, like, the splits where they had. In addition to, like, all the special names they have for all the different dragons. Hmm. see. Well, yeah, I get that they're like alien cavemen. They're like, I think the point more is that like anything with a rough amount of like human intelligence, even if they are aliens at that point, would be like, that's a pretty big sort of threat to have in nature. There's like tools, there's all sorts of stuff to worry about. Hmm. Another thing I wanted to try today is, let me see. I wanted to try doing some stuff with colors. Because I'm currently pretty bad at, like, blending stuff. So I wanted to see if I could make a way to do that properly. Let's see. Hmm. Let's take some of the eye color that I normally use and make this thing out of it. Just a ball. Clipping mask. Just the hardness. This ball will be that color on the bottom. It will be this color on the top. Let's see, how can I mix and wind this? Okay, not quite what I was trying to do. Uh... I'm trying out different mixing brushes, or like smudging brushes, to try and see if I can make a softer gradient for this sort of thing, but I'm not sure how well it's going. Huh. I don't know Monster Hunter did that. I always assumed they added monsters to the game because they look cool. Well, that is definitely the main reason, but it's like, there is justified, like, lore for, like, what they are, with regards to, like, what animals they're descended from, like... They've added pretty much every monster they've ever had to that list, and generally speaking, a lot of them stem from, like, similar ancestors, but it's seeing, like, which ones split off in different ways that became interesting. They have a lot of cool stuff like that. Let's see... Hmm. It's not a terrible look, I guess, but it's also not quite what I'm going for. Alright. Let's see. You know what, I'm gonna blend some red into this thing. Let's see if I can make something cool out of this. Now let's use this red. This should make the gradient more obvious. Hmm. See, I need to be able to blend stuff, like, visibly, but not to the point where it's like this. Let's see. Nope, too much. And okay. Hmm. Okay, that's an interesting way of blending things. Huh. Is it a blue glory hole? How did you add the glow effects in Photoshop? Well, it's like the general way I try to do the sort of glow effect that you see on those brushes is, are you asking, like, for these things, or are you asking, like, in general? Because in general, you just kind of soften the brush by looking at... The hardness setting is right under where the size would be. What is a thrash blend? Never mind, I now know what a thrash blend is. Soft smudge, let's try... Okay, that's a nice little gradient right there. Hmm. Alright, let's put... dark blue. Normal blue. The gradient is still a little obvious. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. In general, let's see. So basically... Wrong brush. Alright. So basically, right, you've got a little sort of normal dot like this, right? But if I take the hardness of the brush and I turn it way down, I can give it more of a diffused look, kind of like that. So, there's that. But, the way I used to do glow effects, choose the airbrush, lower the opacity about 90%, and draw with it around the object like I'm trying to make a glow layer under it. You can do that, or something else that you could do is, hold on. Alright, so this is a blue background, right? You double click on the layer that you're on, go to outer glow, which should be at the bottom of the effects panel, and I have it set right now to vivid light, which gives it like an edge, like a little light around the ring of it. And if I do that, it makes it more like light-y. There you go. Does that hurt your eyes yet? Oh. That's generally how I do it if I just want like a quick little glow effect. You can also do it the manual way of just kind of like drawing a bright color around this thing, but to me that feels, I don't know. That's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's cool if you can do it, but I also don't personally think there's a lot of reason to be able to just whip that out when you can do it digitally, so it's like... Hmm. Yeah, it's got a nice little glow to it. Like I'm looking in God's toilet. Oh, you wish this was his toilet. This is the... This is, the part of Avatar they don't show you in the movies. Anyway, let's see. What else should I do? The stream will probably only be around an hour long, so I want to get back to playing with brushes. Let's see where that goes. Alright. Da, da, da. Yeah, that's kind of nice. That's my signature. Okay. What the hell's this? Okay, so this brush does something interesting that I've seen where it's like, as you can see, the brush strokes are kind of like angled in a weird way as I move. So there's not like a smooth transition of shape. It's like it's randomly dropping these rectangles as I go along. Huh. Guess I wouldn't notice if I went fast enough, but Let's see, does this work? Oh, hey! Yeah, I finally got the screen tone thing to work. It took a while. I didn't make this, I just found it, and for some reason it would always just show up as like a black square as opposed to, you know, screen tone. So now I can draw manga! I do it by hand because I have no idea what 80% of the settings of my drawing programs even do. Yeah, I kind of get that. Oh yeah, and if I overlay these, they make a cool effect because they're not the same, like, tone. Fun fact, this is also how I make my eyes. I do a halftone effect in the effects panel over my eyes to make them all weird. Okay, let's see, let's get some different colors in here. Then if I make it larger... Multiply, da-da-da. Ah, yes. This will be hard for some people to look at. And that was under... what pack was that in? Special effects. Let's see. Foliage. Yeah, that's basically foliage. Why not? Alright. Huh. I didn't realize I had this. That said, I do feel like I should probably learn to, draw trees and stuff in general, even though this would be a very, very handy brush to have for stuff like that. Interestingly enough, this doesn't seem to work with the tilde key, which should make it erase what I draw, but using the shape of the brush. It's not for that kind of brush. And of course we got spatter stuff. I use this for blood splatter every once in a while when I draw stuff like that. A sketch of quick drawing your head and turn that into a brush. Oh, that would be funny. Yeah. Alright, let's get that going then. My proper brush for this. I definitely put the eye at the wrong height. And that was also at the wrong height. Hold on. I also messed up the cheek. I am mildly out of practice drawing my own model, even though I draw myself like every couple of weeks to make thumbnails. Well, not entirely right, but it'll do. Alright. Alright, there's an ear. Nose might start a little too high up. Hold on. Might have drawn the eyes a little too wrong. They are oddly far apart. Hold on a sec. That feels weird. Yeah, something is very wrong here. Pretty sure most mangas don't use Photoshop, a program specifically made for manga. I realize that, yeah. But you know, I use what I got. Kinda all I can do at this point. Granted, I'm not making manga, but you know, it's like... If I was... then I would probably figure whatever I need to do out from there. I'm sure there's like a guide on how to do that. There's probably a lot of practicing manga out there who would like to figure it out. Now, I did mess up this drawing a bit in terms of, like, what it should look like. My hairline is too far back. It's a little more accurate. If there's anything to learn from this stream, it's that I really need to practice a bit more than I currently do. At least it looks vaguely like me. I need to make the mouth larger. Give me your skin, George. Yeah, that's the, that's the one where that guy, it shows like the muscle guy running behind Arrow's seeding hairline. Hi, I'm Arrowhead. And if you're like me and you're an android where your hair is falling out, don't worry, because we have Keeps. Keeps is sponsoring this, never mind. Anyway, So yeah, this is the brush. If I remember correctly, how do I do this? No, hold on. I need to... What is the button for this? New brush preset. No, that's not it. I know there's a thing I need to do for this. I know it's in the brush panel. I just can't remember like what button to press to do it. New brush group. What is it? Hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. I was looking in the wrong spot. Oh, here we go. Guys, we've got it. I will never need to draw this again! That was an amazing idea, Firewall! I could sell this. Probably shouldn't draw it over the actual, the thing the brush is from. But let's see. New layer. Let's fool around with this a little bit. Fool around with the settings. Alright, so that's the standard thing. I need to fool around with, shape dynamics. Size jitter. There should be a lot of size jitter, because I find it funny. Scattering. Lots of scattering. Count. Let's keep that at 1. That seems a little scary. Texture. No texture. I don't want texture on my brain. I like the spacing a little more. Well, guys, if you ever wanted a lot of me... Wait, hold on, I can make this even worse. That's good. Good, you're kind of underrated. Thank you, Pink Parrot. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I wonder if I could do one of those... You know those images where it's like... A bunch of smaller images make up one larger image, and there's like... They're shaded in a way to create a larger picture. To the point where even you can tell, like, what's in it without necessarily seeing it. Now, imagine going to a therapist and having them be like, now what does this make you think of? And it's like, VTubers? There are those memes in this one manual warning people about how game graphics can look shockingly realistic. They show a picture of 2 PS1 skeletons. Oh, I think I've seen that one, yeah. Alright, time to at least put an end to this whole thing. Hold on. Let's see, what else can I do with this? Color dynamics. Oh, I guess there's not really a color thing. Noise. Oh god, I'm all speckly. I look like one of those faded comic books. No what, I just no noise. Brush pose. Hold on, can I get different angles on this? No, hold on. Control. Pen pressure, angle control, and tilt. Oh god. Oh, I was not expecting them to be upside down. Okay, not quite what I'm going for. Rotation, that's what I'm looking for. Damn it. There we go. Hold on, guys. Let's try. Yeah, there we go. Welcome to the arrow hole. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the size jitter up and we're gonna make a cool image with this. Oh, the size jitter is already at max. Alright, in that case... Huh. Let's see, what other stuff can I do with this? Hold on, I'm gonna try to make like an actual like black hole looking thing, but only out of my head. Into the Arrowverse. It only goes down from here. Yeah. That's about right. Hold on, let's see. There should be size jitter, but... scattering. Let's make the scatter a little less. Oh, hold on. I can do this. I know, like, I can do what I'm trying to do. I just need to... I'm trying to make it where you can, like, follow logically where the heads are going. Even without... like, seeing it directly. This kind of looks like space. Think about it. This could be like... Look at that. It's like the cosmos. But it's made out of me. Space. The final frontier. It's also interesting to see the white spaces, because that's like a space where none of me has touched. An unexplored land for Arrowhead. Draw your head using your head brush. I was thinking of doing that. Yeah, that sounds funny. Alright. Now on for the ultimate test. Might be a little too round there, but we'll see. I use the arrowhead to destroy the arrowhead. Or rather, create, I suppose, in this case. That kinda works. I'll workshop it. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I have been Arrowhead, your favorite VTuber Android. My next stream is on Saturday, I believe, where I'll be back to playing more of the Capcom fighting game collection. That was an oddly large amount of fun for that. I actually am very much looking forward to getting back to that. And then Sunday will also be the, probably the end of the fourth case of Ace Attorney 3. And I'm looking forward to that as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope to see you all there. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. Oh wait, imagine if someone were to ask you, hey, I think your space backgrounds are cool. How did you make them? And you go, well, I created a brush of my head and just kind of swept around like that. Honestly, that would be that's like one of those behind the scenes things that you see in a movie or a game, and it's like, oh, the sound for Sans and Undertale is a clip of Patrick from SpongeBob. And it's like, really? It's one of those things that'll just be like, huh? Seriously, that's the reason? But yeah, alright. I'll see you all later. Hope to see you at my next couple streams. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. And goodbye for now. Take care, air receding headline.